The time change on the 8th day of March Madness 2020, and boy, the weather is brutal here in Abaco. We haven't seen the sun in a couple of days here in Abaco. On the 8th, cold night tonight in Abaco. The wind is 20 to 30 knots, and you living in a trailer like I am, when the wind blows and the trailer shakes, you think about the tornadoes. If you're asthmatic, I said earlier, you don't want to be here. And whatever you may think about Evergreen Mortuary, today would not have came because, if it wasn't because of Evergreen, whatever you may think, this would have not happened because of Kai Mills. First of all, Kai Mills brought the subject matter to the people, embarrassing the government to do something, and the government still didn't heed to my videos. So because of my videographing, this happened. But the money that put into getting it done, hats off to Evergreen, whatever you may think. While the rest of them is trying to find a place to bury the remains that is not filled with water. They are trying so hard, but they started off wrong. I always say, you can't make a first impression the second time. And this is so beautiful, but it's so appropriate at this time. 7 months in, we haven't heard from James Albury nor Darren Henfield. You got to be embarrassed to be in that service, a beautiful service, a lot of yelling, hollering, because of the hurt of the loved ones that left too soon. And one of the beautiful things, this is the first time that the FNM listened to me, I said I don't want none of those FNMs in that service. Thank you all for not coming. James, Darren, the Prime Minister, K. Forbes Smith. But this is the interesting thing. I didn't see any government heads there. Oh, I saw one, immigration. But I didn't see any other government. I didn't see any administrators. I didn't see anybody that had any of these government agencies at the funeral. I may have missed it, but I was noticeably looking for them. I didn't see any. You think the FNM government told them not to appear? That is okay, because I asked them not to show. Not these local people, but the members of parliament, the prime minister, etc., etc. But it was good to see the next prime minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Brave Davis. It was good to see Sebastian there. It was good to see Alfred Sayers, one of my favorite MP. It was good to see Dr. Dawah there. Good to see all the brothers there. And they took time. They're not an MP, they're not the Prime Minister, but they took time. See, I ain't got the power, as much as I may think, to tell the Prime Minister not to show up. I ain't got that kind of power. I wish that I had that kind of power. But lo and behold, the Prime Minister held us hostages for 7 long months. And today, to put some closure, he didn't show up. I just want Abaco, whenever the government decides to politicize our loved ones in the trailer, just like they didn't show up, y'all please don't show up. Let the world see what your bunch of weightless administration that we have. I want the world to know that we memorialize our dead after 7 months. And nobody from the Free National Movement, nobody, the world, I want the world to know that everybody that lost a loved one was there. But neither person from the government of the Bahamas, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the government that they said that they were there for the people, nay, not one representative of the government were there. Not one member of the 10 funeral homes that K. Forbes Smith picked to bury our dead, neither one of these funeral homes were there present. You know why? Because they believe if they were there, they would not get any of the bodies. I want the Bahamas to know that the president of the Christian Council was visibly absent. I want the Bahamas to know that my friend, my classmate, Edgeworth Thinker, the president of the Abaco Christian Council was not Edgeworth. Where the hell were you? The president of the Abaco Christian Council Association was visibly absent. Why? They're on the government side. They're all F&M, baby. But could we put the politics aside for one day? Edgeworth Tinker knew this day. He is the president representing the churches in Abaco. Why he was not visibly present, but visibly absent? They all F&M. Politics is mostly times in this country bigger than God. Politics is huge in this Bahamas. That the Christian Council president of Abaco and the Bahamas, they came in and had a little caucus this week. But how come they were visibly present today? What is so hurtful to the Christian body that they playing politics in the last thing that they can do for our loved ones is to be present to give some kind of condolence, some love, some spiritual guidings. But they were visibly present because the most honorable Prime Minister would egg face them if they were here today. It is night falling. The time is changing. And I have so much literature that I want to bring to you. You have to be brave. You see, I only do this because the universal God encourages me. And I see things and I say things. But this day happened to be a beautiful day. But some persons in the government, in spite of me telling them not to come, ought to have been here today. This is egg face. And I want Mashaba. See, Mashaba people got integrity. You could say what you like about Mashaba people. They got integrity. And they would remember today that the F&M government that they voted to power let them down. You can't make a first impression the second time. These F&Ms are absolutely worth nothing. All of IMP. It's a disgrace to standing in line for hours to put them in a house to represent us. 7 months later, neither one of our MP has spoken to us. Neither have one of these buggerman came to the memorial. These people, some of them that died, they voted F&M, baby. And the leader of the PLP and his people were there, and there were no visibly absent, no FNM in the building on behalf of the government. How could this be? Stay tuned. You're live, late night, where the skies are gray. And we, the people of Abaco, I'm so proud of Abaco. God, y'all showed up. And you showed them that we don't need them to memorialize our dead. Kuto to Abaco and the people. God bless y'all. The universal God continue to shine on y'all and heal on y'all. Get this FNM spirit out of thy spirit. They don't care. They have never cared. This is the worst administration in the history of this country. Kai cares. I told y'all, when Darren, James, and all them is not here, Kai was there because Kai cares. Love y'all. Wow. Nobody from the FNM showed up. Wow.